title she thought she was poor, until the truth destroyed her entire past. I stared at the paper, unable to process what I was seeing. "Why now?" I whispered. "Why are you here?" He sighed and looked down. "Because I made mistakes, Lily. I tried to fix them the wrong way. But the truth is, I never stopped watching over you. That money, it's yours. You earned it by surviving what I caused." I felt a surge of anger, confusion, and sadness. For years, I thought he had abandoned us. But now he was claiming to have watched from a distance. "You left us," I said, my voice shaking. "You left Mom. She died believing you didn't care." That hit him hard. His face crumbled. For a moment, he didn't look like a billionaire. He looked like a broken man. I know, and I'll never forgive myself. But I'm here to try if you'll let me. I didn't know what to say. My break was over, but I couldn't move. A coworker passed by
and glanced at the envelope in my hand.
"Hey, you okay?" I nodded, but I wasn't. I walked to the back of the diner,
Sat on a crate, and let the tears fall.
For 5 years, I worked harder than anyone I knew. I scraped by paid bills, lost friends, and now in 1 minute, my life had flipped again. But I didn't trust him, not yet. That night, I opened the bank app. The money was real. $3 million and a note. "Use it for what matters most, Dad." I didn't touch it. I couldn't. Not until I figured out what kind of man he really was. Now, the next day, he showed up again. This time, he wasn't alone. Standing beside him was a woman tall, confident, with a cold smile. She wasn't my mother, and she definitely didn't look like someone who came to fix things. "Lily," my father began, "this is Amelia. We work together. She's my business partner." Amelia reached out her hand. I didn't shake it. She knows everything. He said, "I want you to consider something important. We have a company. It needs a successor. I want you to intern there 1 month. If you can make it, it's all yours." I was stunned. I'm a waitress, not a businesswoman. Amelia smiled thinly. "That's exactly what we want to test." I agreed, not for the money, but for my mother. For all those years, we suffered for the truth. And within a few days, I was standing in a skyscraper downtown, wearing a business suit, surrounded by people who looked down on me. The first days were hell documents. Deadlines, meetings. Numbers. Amelia never missed a chance to humiliate me.
"Lily," she once said.
But I didn't break. I worked nights, studied the markets, prepared a presentation that impressed the entire board. And then my father said, "You have something most people don't, heart." But something felt wrong every time I stepped forward. Amelia took 2 steps ahead. She whispered things to my father, rewrote reports, and one day, I overheard a conversation in the conference room when the door didn't close all the way. "She shouldn't be here, James." Amelia said coldly, "She's weak. Her heart is a liability to the company, and you know it." My father didn't answer at first. Then I heard, "I won't let you destroy my daughter." I froze. It was the first time I heard him stand up for me. But that same night, everything changed. As I was walking home, a black car pulled up near my apartment. Inside, a man in a dark suit handed me an envelope. "This is from Amelia." She said, "You need to see it." I opened it and nearly collapsed. Photos, records, bank transfers. Amelia was stealing from the company and framing me. She made it look like I was the thief, that I, the girl from the street, had cracked under pressure and started embezzling funds. That same evening, I got an email. "You are summoned to a disciplinary hearing tomorrow." I knew if I stayed silent, I'd lose everything. If I fought, I risked it all. I didn't sleep. I gathered every piece of evidence I could. Security footage, emails, screenshots, witnesses.
Who had seen Amelia?
The next day, as I walked into the boardroom, everyone expected a breakdown. I gave them a show. I walked into the boardroom and saw all of them waiting. My father, the board, Amelia, sitting calmly at the table like nothing was wrong. Everyone expected me to crack, to cry, to beg. But I plugged in my laptop, turned on the projector, and said calmly, "Before you decide who I am, maybe take a look at who she really is." Slide by slide, I exposed everything. Bank transfers to offshore accounts, screenshots of emails where Amelia used fake aliases,
Altering documents in the accounting system.
The room was silent. One board member finally whispered, "My God." Amelia stood up trembling. "This is insane. She's lying." "Am I?" I said. "Then why is your signature here? Why is your login used at 2 a.m. on a Sunday when no one else was in the building?" She couldn't answer. My father stood. He looked at Amelia, then at me. His face was pale but steady. "Security," he said. "Please escort Ms. Amelia out, effective immediately." 2 guards stepped forward. Amelia shouted all the way out, threatening lawsuits, calling me names. But it didn't matter. I had survived. I had one later that day. My father called me into his office. He was holding a photo of my mom. His hands were shaking slightly. "You have her fire," he said. "Her courage, she would have been proud." I sat quietly across from him. "And you?" I asked. "Are you proud?" He smiled sadly. "I'm just trying to catch up." He handed me a folder. Inside, "You've earned this not because you're my daughter, but because you never gave up." I walked out of that office a different person. Not just a waitress, not just a lost daughter, but a fighter, a survivor, a leader. They underestimated me. But I rewrote the ending, and this was only the beginning.